Hey there, Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, WDBO, and it's time again for the three big things you need to know. Listen, I love doing these things because I'm hoping I'm bringing value to you, whether you're a real estate agent or a client of mine, past or present. It's important that we understand what's going on in the real estate mortgage industry, and I'm hoping to bring that value to you. So we got three things to discuss today on the three big things you need to know. We're going to discuss what is the Fed planning on doing with the Fed rate in 2023. Secondly, how will that impact mortgage rates and people buying in the future? And thirdly, client testimonials and how you can help me. So, number one thing on the list today is interest rates. So look, the Fed has announced that they're planning on having 3 more Fed increases this year. Now, they could have 4, they could have 2. Nobody knows how much or how many. My prediction is they'll have 3, and there'll be about a quarter of a point per increase. Now, why are they going to continue to do that? Because we are still experiencing major inflation right now. Look, inflation dropped by 0.1%. It dropped from 6.6% to 6.5%. That's nothing. The Fed wants the inflation rate to be at 2.5. We're 4 points away from that right now. 4 points. And if they only raise the Fed rate a quarter point 3 times, that's only 3/4 of 1 point, not 4 points. So we got a little bit of ways to go here to see if we can get this under control. Keeping in mind, the reason the Fed raises the Fed rate is to slow down the economy, and it's still going too fast, even though you're paying $7 for a dozen eggs. And God knows how much for milk, gas, everything's up right now. So that is going to happen. The Fed will be increasing Fed rates. Right now, I actually saw a reduction of interest rates. Interest rates have come down about 3/4 of a point from when they almost hit 8%. Now they're down on a conventional loan with decent credit. You can get between 5.8 and 6.5%. So the rates are not bad. Don't think that they're bad. They're under a 40-year average. Second thing you need to know is how is that going to affect interest rates in the future in 2023? Look at just because the Fed raises the Fed rate doesn't mean that mortgage rates are going to go up. They're not tied to each other. They do affect each other. I'm not going to say there's no impact on mortgage rates when the Fed raises a Fed rate, because there is. But I've actually seen mortgage rates go down right after a Fed increase, because mortgage rates are tied to the bond market, not to the Fed rate. Your credit card, your car loan, personal loans, those are tied to the Fed rate, but not mortgages. They're tied to the 10 and the 30-year bond rate. And last year, we saw bonds fall by over 10%. That's only happened one time in the last 40 years, and that was in 1976. Now, if you like patterns or you believe in patterns, then we will see a reduction or the bond rate will improve next year. It always tends to improve the year after it goes down by 10%. So we could see actual improvement in interest rates this year. Don't expect they're going to go into the 3s. You might see the 5s. That's probably about the best you're going to see. But as soon as that happens, sellers are going to start increasing their prices again, and it's going to be a frenzy. So buy something now. That's the best advice I can give you. Stop listening to the national news that tells you that the real estate market's crashing. It's not crashing. It's actually up by 8.6%. So think about that. If you bought this time last year and you made 8.6%, that's a ton better than you made on your 401k or your IRA. Come on, you lost on average 16 to 20% in the market. You would have gained 8.6. It's a no-brainer, guys. Stop thinking that real estate is not the right time to buy. It's a great time to buy. Third big thing you need to know. Look, I'm going to be recreating some commercials on WDBO, WMMO, and K92 FM, no matter what station you listen to. But what I want to do is I want honest, genuine clients and real estate agents that use me, trust me, and count on me and believe in me for what I do in my profession and that would like to endorse me in a commercial. It will help you. It'll help me. And if you're interested, make sure that you reply to this video email. If you're a past client, I'd love a great testimonial. You got 20 seconds to give me the testimonial on this ad. So that's all you get. So be concise and be fast. And I would be grateful if you would be honored enough to do that for me. Have a great day. Those are the 3 big things you need to know. Have a great weekend.